Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I am Nurul Hidayah binti Muhammad Saidi from Degree in Early Childhood Education Semester 8. Today, I'll be discussing an essential aspect of early childhood which is about emotional development and the importance of attachment in shaping young children's emotional well-being. Emotional development refers to how children begin to experience, express, and manage emotions from birth. It influences their behavior, learning, and relationships throughout life. From the moment a baby is born, emotional growth begins through interactions such as smile, a soothing voice, or even a gentle touch. These early experiences form the foundation of trust and security. For example, when a baby cries and a caregiver responds promptly by comforting them, the baby learns that their world is safe and that others can be trusted. This moment may seem small, but it is actually the beginning of emotional literacy, which is the ability to understand and express feelings appropriately. Theoretical foundation. To better understand this, let's look at two major theories. First, John Bowlby's attachment theory, 1969, emphasized that the bond between a child and their caregiver forms the foundation for emotional security. Bowlby believed that secure attachment allows children to explore the world confidently, knowing they can always return to a safe base for comfort. Second, Mary Ainsworth's Strange Situation Study, 1978, identified three main attachment patterns: secure, insecure, and disorganized. Securely attached children show distress when their caregiver leaves but are easily comforted upon return. Insecurely attached children may avoid or resist their caregiver. Disorganized children show confusion or fear. Often, caregivers play the most vital role in fostering emotional growth. They are, in essence, children's first emotional teachers. Through daily interactions like feeding, playing, comforting, and responding, caregivers shape how children perceive emotions and relationships. For example, when a child falls and their caregiver kneels down, maintains eye contact, and calmly says, "It's okay, I know that hurts. Let's take a deep breath." The child learns how to regulate their own emotions by observing the caregiver's calm response. This is what we call emotional co-regulation. The caregiver helps the child manage big feelings until they can do so independently. According to Denham 2018, children who receive sensitive and responsive care are more likely to develop empathy, self-control, and confidence in later years. Certain caregiver behaviors strongly promote secure attachment. These include maintaining gentle eye contact, providing physical affection such as hugs, speaking warmly, and establishing predictable routines. Routines, for instance, help children know what to expect. For example, when it's time to eat, sleep, and play. This predictability builds a sense of security. Let's imagine a toddler who struggles to separate from their mother each morning. Instead of forcing separation, the caregiver could create a goodbye ritual, maybe a special hug or song which reassure the child. Over time, the child learns that goodbyes are temporary and trust deepens. Secure attachment influences multiple areas of child's development emotionally, socially, and cognitively. Emotionally, it promotes confidence and resilience. Securely attached children are more likely to express feelings appropriately and recover from setbacks. Socially, attachment lays the groundwork for friendships and cooperation. Children who trust their caregivers often extend that trust to peers, forming healthy relationships. Cognitively, attachment encourages exploration and curiosity. Because securely attached children feel safe, they are more willing to explore new toys, ask questions, and learn. This supports Vygotsky's concept of scaffolding, where emotional security enables intellectual risk-taking. On the other hand, poor or inconsistent attachment can have lasting effects. Children who experience neglect or unresponsive care may struggle with trust, fear of rejection, and emotional dysregulation. They might become withdrawn, anxious, or overly dependent on others for validation. Research by Rutter, 1998, on educated children found that those deprived of consistent caregiving showed delayed emotional and social growth even years after adoption. However, it is important to emphasize that attachment problems can be repaired. With consistent, nurturing care, children can rebuild trust and develop new emotional patterns. Let me share a brief case example. Adam, a 5-year-old boy in foster care, initially showed aggression and avoidance toward his foster mother. He had experienced neglect and multiple placements before. However, over several months of patience, consistent, and loving care, where his foster mother met his emotional needs, maintained routines, and offered gentle affection, Adam gradually began to trust her. He started expressing emotions appropriately and developed healthier peer interactions. This case illustrates that while early attachment disruption can be painful, secure relationships later in life can heal emotional wounds. Love and predictability truly transform behavior. In conclusion, emotional development is the foundation for a child's social, mental, and academic well-being. Attachment is not a luxury, it is a biological necessity. It determines how children will trust, connect, and thrive in relationships. As caregivers, educators, and parents, our role is to provide warmth, consistency, and responsiveness. Every comforting gesture, every patient response builds the emotional architecture of a child's mind. Reflecting on these topics reminds us that understanding emotional development helps us create safe, inclusive, and supportive environments where every child can feel loved, valued, and confident to explore the world.